Hey guys, Greg from Georgia. Today, going to do a video I haven't done before. Going to do a waterless wash on the 2013 Audi Q7. Along with the waterless wash, detail spray to add a little shine on the back end of that, and just some glass cleaner for the glass. Reason is, put the stuff down. One thing you'll find, or that I've discovered that I've been thrilled with, is once you paint correct your car, got the paint sealant on this one and a garden gloss from last weekend's video on this car. This car rarely sees the interstate anymore. However, it does see it whenever it goes to the airport and back. So it's Saturday morning, just dropped the wife off the airport. Misted the whole way. Not really a rain, but a mist there and back. So it's got, if you look at it, it looks clean. For a black car, that's thrilling once it gets in the rain doesn't stick. You know, the hydrophobic properties of the paint sealant and the garden gloss did its job. So hey, before I put it in the garage, let's cool down a little bit, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and do the waterless wash just to get the mist off of it, save me an entire wash. Yes, I'm gonna touch the car with towels and the waterless wash. Will I scratch it? Over time, maybe, but now I have the confidence. If I scratch it, who gives a shit? I'll just paint correct it. I've got all the tools, got the confidence in that. So now I'm trying to find the best maintenance I can do for the least amount of time. Make the best use of my time. I don't need to dry everything out, wash the whole car just because I got misted on for an hour driving to the airport and back. So you guys seem to like the vlog style, so I'm just gonna do the waterless wash, do the detail spray, and I'll just gab as I go. All right, you'll notice I've got a few towels out, a couple waterless weaves. And what's interesting about the waterless weave is once I started using the garden gloss, that's not dirt, that's the garden gloss residue, I guess. I've done a microfiber cleaner wash with it. That's just the way it is. I'm fine with that. But just if you see a dirty towel, you know why. So waterless wash. We'll do a panel at a time. No sun right now. It's 8 in the morning. And we have a tropical storm and or hurricane coming in. The nice thing about following the detail spray after the waterless wash is that you don't worry too much about buffing in the waterless wash stage. I am doing the waterless wash on the windows. Or pretty much, I should say, the entire car. Glass, rubber, paint. Not rubbing too hard. Flipping my towel. Trying not to drag too much dirt across the paint. Am I going to drag some dirt across the paint? Yeah. Oh well. It's too good of a product to not use for this scenario. You may not notice me flipping the towel just because I'm kind of, let's get to the bottom last, obviously. So I'm pretty much 50%, almost 50% done washing my car, which is very cool. Last waterless wash or waffle weave towel just to get whatever residue. Not really good, there's no dirt here, it's just the residue of the waterless wash. Not really buffing it, just getting that last residue off to get ready for the detail spray last. Again, this is only made possible by having sealed the paint prior. And the, I didn't spray them here. The garden gloss helps too, puts that wax layer. So I'll do just this side of the hood with you guys. And off camera, I'll do the back and the driver's side. Ah, shit, look at that. I use a detail spray. That's bad. On the worst part, the dirty hood. So I'm gonna be really careful here. It's fine, but I'm just gonna drag this off really carefully. I'm not a good morning person, so there's my brain dead morning moment. So I did that just to drag what I could off the detail spray. Now I'm going to put the waterless wash on the hood. Hood's not hot, but the hood is slightly warm. I waited a little bit to do this since it's been on the interstate. So I kind of consider myself back to the beginning at this part on the hood. Da, da, da. Thanks for the comments on the last video about the channels I watched. I got some good comments of channels I should try. because of October, I like to view a Halloween movie or a horror movie every day in the month of October. So I will be behind in YouTube. I get behind on everything media-wise in October, so I'll check those out after October. By the way, if you want to see the movies I'm watching, on my Twitter feed, Greg from Georgia, every day I tweet the movie Good or Bad that I chose to watch for Halloween. Love horror movies. At this point, since I'm doing the camera part, I'm going to go ahead and get a different towel. This is not garden gloss. This is my wheel towel. I'm gonna use a waterless wash on the wheels. Audi brakes are really soft. They dust up like you can't imagine. This does an okay job because, again, these have the liquid paint sealant on them and they have the garden gloss on them. So I'm dragging a pretty good share of road grime and brake dust off, way more than the paint. Different towel, so I don't care. These are painted wheels. Has it scratched painted wheels? Yeah, but you can't see it. Really dirty. This towel was, though my wheel towel is usually washed, but it wasn't washed for this, so it stays that color, but it's actually got some contaminants in it, which is unusual for me to have at the beginning of a wash. Let's see, movies I've watched. I watched Jeepers Creepers 2 last night. Saw Jeepers Creepers 1 a long time ago. I don't know why. I kept seeing good things about it. It's a dumb movie, as you'd expect. But the special effects are I should say the costuming and special effects are so good to be wasted on such a dumb movie. It's worth watching just for the special effects of the Bat Devil Scarecrow guy. Dumb movie. It's got the guy from Twin Peaks, whatever the main, who killed, I can't remember. It's the father from Twin Peaks, who's also on fresh off the boat right now. Anyway, so waterless wash the wheels with my really crappy towel. Put that up here. Move on to the detail spray with polish rag. If you skip the detail spray and just use waterless wash, you would just do a better job of buffing off the waterless wash, but I got the product, I got the time, might as well do both. So I'm not depending on the detail spray to remove any dust or rain spots. I'm depending on the waterless wash to do that and not scratch the car or minimally scratch the car. And I'm just depending on the detail spray for shine. And I did rotate this, by the way. Flipping the towel again for the hood. Since the hood's warm, I'm not going to do the whole hood with detail spray. I'm going to do it in portions, because I do fight the detail spray in the sun, so might as well learn from that here. Try not to rub too hard, just trying to get the residue of the detail spray off. Again, the hood's clean at this point from the waterless wash. It's like I accidentally grabbed a triple soft instead of a double soft. I like the double softs better. I can't figure out what the triple softs want me to do. I'm going to actually switch it out because it left some residue. All right. Double soft. But you can't see what's happening here. I'm actually fighting the residue of the detail spray on the back paint. It's not fully removing it. I think the warmness of the hood is causing that. So I may give up and do this later on the hood when it's fully cooled. It was just warm to the touch, like I said, but it's working there with the new towel. It's working. All right. From my cheap microfiber towel bag, I'm grabbing a clean one to detail spray the wheels. What other movies have I seen in October? I thought the dumbest movie I've ever seen this year was a Indian horror movie from, what was it from? I can't remember which India group it was with, but it was called Ludo. Oh, that was a dumb one. Great premise, great gore, but dumb movie. The wheels, or the tires, I should say, from last week's wash with the VRT are in good shape because of that light rain mist. I'm not even going to touch them. But the wheels have a lot of brake dust, a lot of interstraight road grime. So now I'll clean the glass, and that'll be it for this part. I've yet to find a glass towel that I'm happy with. This is the last generation of the Adams glass towel. I switched to the liquid instead of the aerosol Adams glass cleaner, not because it works better, but only because I do everything in the gallon and refill. That seemed to be a better use of the product than not knowing when my aerosol can's gonna run out. Go, oh shit, I'm out. So have some aerosol cans for emergencies. Oh, that reminds me. See, I'm still struggling to get the glass perfect in the corners. Oh well. All right, so you watched me do the right and front. So whatever the timestamp now, doesn't show me in this camera, just double it. That's the time it took to do the waterless wash with detail spray and clean up the wheels. So again, I've laid a good foundation of the garden gloss and the paint sealant underneath to make this possible. So I'm thrilled that that's all I have to do to clean my black car after a little bit of a rain instead of doing a full wash. Watch this. A little bonus for you. All right, check this out. So I have like 100 of these bags because my wife travels a lot internationally, and every international flight you get this Toomey Delta bag with stuff for the flight. So I use these bags. In all my cars, I have 3 cheap microfiber towels, and from Target, 3 color-coded plastic bottles from the travel section. You can imagine pink is the detail spray in the pink bottle. You can imagine green is the glass cleaner. Maybe a little bit of a stretch to imagine blue as the interior cleaner. I think it's actually the leather interior cleaner. Those 3 bottles plus these 3 towels, keep in all the cars. Use them mostly for the glass cleaner. Every once in a while the detail spray. I made these before I went with the waterless wash, so now that I think about it, maybe I should do a waterless wash one instead of a detail spray one. Curious what you think about that based on what you saw today, but got one of these in all the cars. Again, bag free to me. Plastic bottles are like 79 cents each at Target in the travel section where they have like the toiletries, single-use toiletries. And the microfiber towel is one of those big, cheap Amazon packs just for stuff like that. Okay, well that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.